we've got what should be an intriguing matchup between the New Orleans Saints and the Atlanta Falcons. I'll join you again at halftime to look at some of these stats and scores from earlier this afternoon. But for now, it's Sunday Night Football. And on the call, as always, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the New Orleans Saints and the Atlanta Falcons. With my good friend Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Godden. And Charles, we have arrived at another new season. Had a little more pep in my step this morning. I know you did as well. Here we go.
Yeah, when you went out for your 5-mile jog, you were flying. You did it in record time because you were psyched up about this game. But let's be frank about it. No more radio shows, no more podcasts, no more just predicting what's going to happen. Now we get to see it on the field.
It's the marquee game of opening weekend, and off we go on a Sunday night on EA Sports. This is taken just shy of the 10 here. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. So here come the Falcons now to get the football for the first time. They'll be led out by the 3rd overall pick in the 2008 draft, the man they call Matty Ice, quarterback Matt Ryan.
And they said he would be a gym rat coming out of Boston College, and nothing has changed. And his play continues to get better as he rallies his team.
Check, 47. You ain't doing nothing today. You ain't doing nothing today.
On 1st and 10, it's Ryan. The connection made, it's Graham. 5 yards on the game's first play, 2nd down. And here's the offense now. Charles, who's the guy you chose to highlight?
The tone setter, the guy in the middle, Alex Mack. His return, never good for the opposition.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down.
Let's get it together, defense. Let's get it together. Kill.
Dances by him. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. It's a gain of 13 and a 1st down for Atlanta.
Well, that play looks familiar because we saw them working on it in practice this week. And for a lineman trying to block on this play, they love when they get the defense moving in one direction. And when they try and change directions, it's a lot easier to pick them up and ward them off.
Call it a 3-yard gain, and it'll bring up a 2nd down. And now a look at the Saints starting defense.
Cameron Jordan is now one of those versatile defensive linemen that you can play all up and down the front. Whether he's playing tackle or end, he knows how to make plays.
That 1st down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Now Ryan. Man open, that's Calvin Ridley. 15 yards, 1st down Atlanta.
But he's looking sharp right from the get-go here. Tough division. They needed this kind of a start. But I think this is part of where scripting comes in. We always hear about the scripting of plays, how they're going to be called. Everyone dress rehearses their script, and right now they're following it to a T.
And for that opening drive, so part of the script still to come, right, partner?
Yeah, no doubt about it. We've got a ways to go with that, but you can tell that they worked on the script the entire week in practice, and it's paying off for them.
Freeman again, a 1st down carry. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll, in fact, tackle him behind the line. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Ryan going to give to Freeman on the draw. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. It's a gain of 13 and a 1st down for Atlanta. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script, you go through your play calling, you go through all the stuff and establish things, and it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. On 2nd and 7, Ryan, and that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Now it's Ryan. And Graham's got it, complete. And they'll rally and stop him short of the 1st down at about the 6.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Well, all offseason, probably a lot of thought goes into that first drive of Week 1. They didn't get the touchdown, but at least they got something.
And what I like about it is that they didn't overthink it, because you're exactly right. A lot goes into the offseason, the preseason, to get to that first drive of the regular season. They went right downfield, mission accomplished, points on the board.
And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. They'll run it for the first time with Alvin Kamara. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. On 2nd down, Kamara. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 14 yards is the pickup. 1st down, New Orleans. Couple of very nice carries to start this drive out.
Yeah, 2 first downs. And how about that second one? What a nice run on that particular play. I'm telling you, they're going to start to think that this game is easy if they continue to rip off yardage like this.
And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 12 yards there, good for a Saints 1st down. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
They didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
Here's a quick throw caught by Smith. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on 1st down. And this is a guy straight out of college. They're not going to try to groom for a year or two. They want him to produce right away.
That's why they took him in the 1st round. They expect him to be a starter right away and a future All-Pro. So they don't have it.
A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. When the rookie QB gets his first touchdown pass, that's one you put in the trophy case. First career interception, that's going to be one he wants to forget.
Yeah, and he's not going to go ask for the football, right? Yeah, you can keep that one. The key for him, what does he learn from it? When he watches the tape, does he have an answer right now where he already understands what mistake he made? That's what the coaches are going to want to know, and that's what they'll grill him on and see how he grows from it.
Ryan will bring the Falcons up now 1st and 10 at their own 27. After the interception, here's Ryan. Gets it off to Freeman. No gain on the play there. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for a 1st down for the Falcons. Ryan leads with Freeman on the draw. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. Tackle made by Devondre Campbell. On 2nd down, Freeman. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down. On 3rd down, Ryan. Got his man. That's the Pro Bowler Julio Jones. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It's a gain of 11, and the Falcons pick up the first.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
On first down, Ryan. This complete to Jones. And he's got this down to the 35. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. Boy, not what you want to see in quarter one of the new year. We'll be back. Ryan in the offense with a 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. A small bit of adversity here on what's been a strong drive as they come up 2nd and 12. From the gun, it's Ryan. And he finds his tight end, Graham. That was the 8th play of the drive, so a somewhat fitting pickup of 8 yards. This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4. From the shotgun, Ryan. And he's got a man, Calvin Ridley. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 15-yard line.
That's a pretty good throw on the curl route there. 3rd down, and they pick up a first.
Defense should be aware for that, right?
Yeah, they should be aware, but it's so hard sometimes.
It's not easy.
Because when they sell that route really well, you think they're going upfield, then they curl back, show their numbers to the quarterback, and complete the play.
That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. Here's the first carry for Austin Eckler. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Just a yard there, so it brings up a tough 3rd and 12. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. This offense 2 for 2 on 3rd downs on this drive. They're in for a tough task here, though. 3rd and long. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll get inside the 10, but he's short of the line he needed. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and that's going to make it 4th down. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him the football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make someone miss in the open field.
This one taken from the 7. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Flushed out right. Now on the run, he'll throw it back. And got his man complete. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. That one good for 37 yards. For an offense that has not found the end zone yet, that's a big play.
There's the spark right there. The big play that they needed. Now they've got to go ahead and finish this drive and put this ball in the end zone.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35. Here's 2nd and 9. Just a yard on that last run. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And this is incomplete. Jordan Leggett, the target there. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down. The 25-yard line is what they need here. This is 3rd down. Looking to throw. Looking here for Smith downfield. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 5. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And their 2 drives thus far both led to points, albeit both field goals, so the lead just 6-0, but the ability to move the ball is evident.
Well, that's, heartening, as they say, but it's not what they're about. What they're about is putting the ball in the end zone and putting 6s on the board. So if you're the offensive coordinator, You like what you're doing, but you don't love it. You got to find a way to ring that bell. Then you can have a little self-satisfied grin. Right now, a little more determination is needed.
That one a first.
Ready? Like 25. Mike 27. Pick me up. Here we go. Jumper, 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 jumper. Ready for that?
On third down, Ryan. That's complete right around the 8. And he has the first down before he's tackled at the 5. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first. 3 red zone trips have yielded just 2 field goals for them to this point, so they'll be searching for something more on second and goal here. A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
Trying to punch it in with Eckler. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up second and goal. Second down and goal. Ryan, rush coming, and he's taken down. Devondre Campbell flies in to blow that play up.
When you're this close to the goal line, you got to expect pressure from the defense, so the ball's got to come out fast. Got to get out of his hands quicker.
This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on third and goal? Out of the gun, it's Ryan. And the pressure gets to him again. The sack coming from defensive end Cameron Jordan.
And it appears to me that someone's defensive coordinator is jockeying for a raise. A sack on second and goal, a sack on third and goal, now brings up a decision on fourth down.
It can be a thankless job sometimes to be a kicker, but they're thanking him right now. That's now 4 field goals. He's kept them in the game.
He sure has. That offense has got to find its rhythm because I'm not sure that just kicking field goals is going to allow them to win this game.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The offense and Alvin Kamara heading back onto the field. He's had a good performance, moved the ball effectively on the ground. Of course, he has the 1 touchdown.
And when you're able to move it as effectively as you've described, that leads to finding a way into the end zone, and now he's just trying to do it for a second time. And, of course, with that comes additional yardage.
Yeah, looking for additional yardage, and again, that second score here in the third quarter. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. Call it a loss of 2 on the play, and that'll make it second and 12. Here we go on second and 12. Shakes off the sack. That escapes the sack. He gets it to Thomas. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A first down there on a pickup of 25. Boy, the evolution of the game and how these guys in plays like that can get out of the pocket, keep plays alive, it just makes things so much harder for defenses.
It really does, and we're talking about an era in the game where the quarterbacks are the most athletically gifted that we've seen in a bunch. I mean, when you talk about collectively, it's unbelievable. So their ability to move is practiced now. It's not necessarily, oh, he just took off and you guys figure it out. When he takes off, everyone knows where to go now. They know how to run routes, change things, make themselves presentable for the quarterback. That's a lot of time that they put in on it. It's not just your static 1, 2, 3. This is where the ball goes anymore.
That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's second and 11. Second and 11. They complete it to Hill. And he's down right around midfield after a gain of 2, maybe 3. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down. They'll look to throw. That one complete to Hill. Hill's hit, and he lost the football. And the Falcons grab it. And they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And a methodical drive last time, but they couldn't get that knockout blow. They had to settle for 3.
But you got to like what they've been doing along the way, right? It's almost like the body blows, the setup punch. As you said, they didn't get the knockout blow here, but that doesn't mean it can't come later in the game on another possession. And the defense on the other side.
Maybe a little gas,
yeah,
right?
A little tired. And if nothing else, they just feel relieved getting upfield only giving up 3. They don't exactly feel like they've handled the offense.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. Here's Ryan to throw. And left side here, it's Graham. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
47 the mark, 47. Check.
3rd and 2, now Ryan. And able to find Graham, complete. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 11, and the Falcons pick up the first. What an opening weekend it's been already. Could the best finish be coming here on Sunday night? We'll find out as we come up on a 1st and 10. Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. A gain of 4 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Again, Ryan. Throw left side complete. It's Brady. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. Ryan now off the bootleg. And he finds a man with a crossing route. And he gets the first down here as he's taken down at the 24. A nice first down pickup on a gain of 6. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Ryan in the offense with a 1st and 10, and he's hit on all 6 of his throws on this drive. Looking for the end zone, and that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down. From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Ryan got his man complete over the middle. That's Brady. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. Hate to see this. Week 1 of the season. We'll be back. And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive.
You got nothing.
A give to Smith out of the gun. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Bit of a surprise. They ran it on 3rd and medium. Proved to be the right call. 1st and 10.
Some big plays in the passing game on this drive, and here's one out of the running game. So the passing game loosening things up. Now there's room to roam.
And the question now, how do they want to work the clock here on 1st and goal? A field goal would give them the late lead. Ryan. Oh, no, he lost the football.
They can't stop us, baby. Every time it's a set. Come on, fellas.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
So 1st down went in the wrong direction. They're at the 13-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Now Ryan. And he's going to have the hook up to Gage. And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds. 5 yards that time on the completion. And now it's 3rd and goal. Now Ryan. The connection made. It's Graham. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. Well, when you're leading in the 4th quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all. And now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
So now then the penalty's got him set up with a 1st and goal. Now Ito Smith. And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield. second and goal from the 6 this time. Draw play. It's Eckler. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Nothing doing there as the 13th play of the drive proves to be unlucky. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field. And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown. From 6 yards away. And the Falcons have taken the lead. No surprise there. 3rd and goal down here. That's where they're going to look for their tight end.
Yeah, you want that big guy running his routes because it doesn't matter who they cover him with. If it's another big guy, he might use his bulk against him. If it's a shorter defender, might go over the top. Either way, you tend to find a little bit of a mismatch in that area.
Extra point good by Hopkins. And the lead is up to 5.
Ready up. Come. He's checking fire.
Here's Kamara trying to run for it. And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the first. 2 yards and able to get the first down in the process.
2 yards on the play. First down, Saints.
They'll look to throw now on first down. And it's caught. The tight end Hill. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A good pickup there, 21 yards. From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10. Down at the 33. He'll look to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. 2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. 2nd and 10. Drops this off to Kamara out of the backfield. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. 1 score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Here we go with Kamara. And he is not going anywhere. They stop him for no gain.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and making a really nice tackle?
Tackle there by Alex Anzalone. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. They'll only get a couple up to about the 30. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down.
It's a gain of 2. Brings up 3rd and 5.
From the gun, Ryan. This one caught by Ridley. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Atlanta.
Couldn't just sit on it here, could they? Had to throw the ball on 3rd down. Got the big completion in the pickup. Fresh set of downs now. They've got to feel great.
And defensively a backbreaker. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. 2nd and long, but you got to figure this almost certainly another run. Once more, here's Eckler. And quickly, we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively.
Switch. 4 down.
On 3rd down, Smith. And he can only manage to get this to the 45-yard line. Well short of the first. And now we're going to get a timeout defensively. So another stop. 1:50 left in the football game. They'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And this one sails out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25. It will. 24-yard line is where they'll spot it. So all eyes on the Saints offense. Down on the scoreboard. And time, a huge factor. This is only week 1 of the season, folks. Get strapped in as they come up here 1st and 10.
15, line, 15 line.
Back to throw. He completes it to Treadwell. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. He'll look to throw. And this one complete to Smith. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. They'll look to throw. Call that a very strong, and he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. He's back to throw.
Now, how about that? Rattled by a big play on the previous snap, they bounce back, and that's exactly what they needed defensively, getting a big play of their own.
19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. Back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. It was Ricardo Allen there on the coverage. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. That's into the hands of the tight end, Leggett. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. Short pass complete to Leggett. And that's not nearly going to be enough. Stopped at the 22, and he needed plenty more. So time runs out. It's a victory for the Atlanta Falcons. And with that, our journey begins, Charles. Week 1 in the books. Going to be a great season.
Oh, man, so much to look forward to. Isn't it nice to get a really